Alright, let's run through aluminum GI mags here quick. Broke a few out from my collection. We have a OK Industries in a kind of a tan or a coyote. They do come in gray as well. DuraMags, I know they're a huge favorite as they come in all sorts of colors. Blue, pink, red, your OD green here. And the green to note, this batch was extremely dark, but each batch is a different shade. So I have some that are actually a lighter OD green versus this darker OD green. I have a ASC mag here in OD green as well. Theirs is a little bit more of a matte, and I'd call it a little bit more of a textured feel. And then I have the Brownells. This one's, I just swapped the follower and I loaded up for my next range trip. So this one is the Brownells in your standard kind of the GI gray. At one point, and I don't know if they still have it, but they did have the military contract and supply the military with mags. One thing that I wanted to kind of run over with the mags as well is the different followers that you can find with them. So my Brownells mag came with kind of the old teal follower. For those that know, this is kind of your first generation anti-tilt follower, and they were still fairly troublesome, I would say. So Brownells has actually swapped. Their newer ones are all running my mag. Just to give you an idea what I mean by newer, this mag is actually from 2013. So they've swapped to using more of a, I'm pretty sure they're actually a Magpul follower, and Magpul stuff is always pretty bomb-proof. So that is a big jump up on those mags, and this is actually very similar style to what they are running on the DuraMags. Might be a little hard to see there. But those style, I mean, they are pretty bomb-proof. I did run into with my ACS mag, and part of the reason why I wanted to run through the followers is you can see the gap here at the back. I have a finicky bolt catch that was not engaging all, like a few of the ASC mags that I have. So I wound up swapping them to Magpul followers, and they run flawlessly now. This one was working completely fine on that finicky bolt catch, so I left it in there and thought it would still be a good example to show you kind of the gap difference between the two there. And the color might be a little hard to tell, so we grab, stick these three next to each other so you can kind of see the gap. But yeah, checking out those kind of dimensions and stuff when you are looking at mags can avoid a headache at the range, and just assuring the reliability of your mags. And if you do run into any sort of issue, definitely consider looking at either the Magpul followers, or one of my fellow Bureau of Propaganda members actually uses these Knights Armament followers, which I have not been able to run yet. That is what I did put in my Brownells mag. So I'm going to give this a try and see how it goes. It fit better than the Magpul ones I have found on some GI mags. I actually had to sand the edges to get them to fit, just due to different dimensions of each manufacturer, I guess. But yeah, all in all, that is what I'm looking at when I am checking out mags, to try to assure reliability, and hopefully prevent buying extra stuff like followers afterwards. But yeah, you can swap all that stuff out if you are having reliability issues with current mags that you have. I would immediately look at the followers. I would look at the actual position in which the follower is sitting, to make sure it's sitting high enough on the mag itself to hit the feed ramps correctly. And then, of course, I mean, if you've if you have ones that you've run for a while, swapping the spring out at some point, because the spring, when the spring wears out, can also give you some feeding issues. So depending on the age of the mag, definitely look at swapping your spring for reliability. I think that's pretty much everything. And like I said, just wanted to hop on quick because I do love mags, and for those who know me well, my attention to detail, I'm very driven by that. So I wanted to run through the different followers and what I've seen on my end, and what to watch for when you are having issues, and consider what to change out if you are having issues. So until next time, please like and subscribe. Starting to have a little more fun with this, so we'll see. Maybe next week we can run through polymer mags and kind of the different ones out there, things I've seen, and keep going with it. So awesome. Hopefully you guys get out there, hit the range soon, and have a great one.